Classic here at Unique Specialty and Classics. This particular car, 1985 Chevrolet Camaro Berlinetta Coupe. Best part about it is actual mile car, 34,549 on the odometer right now. 2 owner, clean Carfax, no accidents indicated. Let's take a look at this front fascia. Underneath the hood, numbers matching 305, be an LG4 engine. Nicely equipped, power steering, power brakes, AC. AC blows cold, heat blows hot, automatic transmission with overdrive, copper metallic with copper interior, that CC1 code, T-top car. Check out the still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. If you're watching this video on YouTube, click on the link down below the video in the description. That's going to take you right to our website. Of course, you can call us, 507-386-1726. Look at this, the original Berlinetta wheels. Those Cooper Cobra radials aren't even a year old, so plenty of tread left. New tires. Technician also noted brakes are 70% or better at all 4 corners. It does have new V-belts on it. We look up and down this passenger side. You can see it's not full of any major nicks, dings, or scratches. I did notice in the hood, if you get in the light just right, there's some very minor dings. You can kind of see right there. I don't know if I can really get them to stand out much. Another one back, kind of right there. So there are some very minor dings in that hood, but you really got to be looking for them. Still be a great car for your local roll-ins, cruise-ins, local shows. Look at this interior. You can tell this thing's well taken care of. Back in the 80s, this car was affectionately known as the Star Trek Camaro. We're going to get around to that driver's side, show you that interior, and you'll understand why. Pretty cool console and dash and radio setup. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. As you can see, dual exhaust coming out the rear. I believe it's a 1-into-2. Does have the catalytic converter still intact. And you can see paint shows well around this car. It has a nice shine to it. And again, take your time looking through the still pictures. Underside, engine bay, interior, uniqueclassiccars.com. So take a look down this driver's side. If you're into Camaros, no matter what generation, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You never know what you may see come through here at Unique Classic Cars. Videos are uploaded daily, and when these videos are uploaded, the vehicles in them are available to purchase. And you can do that online right off our showroom floor. You can see up and down this driver's side too. Paint shows well, not full of any major nicks, dings, or scratches. What this interior. All right, door panels showing very little wear. And if you've watched our videos before, this is one of those cars in the color of the interior. If I step back right there, that is the true color of that interior. Lots of times, certain colors, I get right up on top of them, and they start to wash out like that. That is not the color of this interior. Step back, let the lighting get right. That's how that interior looks. So sometimes it gets a little light in the pictures too, but I want to let you know that's a nice looking interior. Tilt column. And now, like I said, look at these controls for headlights over here. You can change some things around in the dash. Your tach, miles per hour, kilometers an hour, trip. You actually have coast and accelerate and resume for the cruise on the steering wheel. I'm going to open this trunk also. I want to show you something back there in just a second. All right, I opened up this cassette player. So AM, FM radio controls up here. Here's where the cassette player can be inserted and played. And then this can actually be turned and adjusted between passenger and driver. like I said, affectionately nicknamed Star Trek Camaro. These controls are here. Remember, AC blows cold. Top of this dash. Good condition. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Let's check out the rest of this dash. All right, so you got our warning indicators. Let me see if I can lower the steering wheel a second. On the right side, now, I did open the hatch, so that's telling me the hatch is open. Tachometer, that's working. Actual miles, 34,549. I'll turn that radio down a second here. All right. Gauges, left side, that was a cold start, so I wouldn't expect that to be up. Voltmeter, fuel, oil pressure, looking good. Pretty cool interior, no doubt about that. All right. Did not notice any major rips, tears, holes, anything like that. Cloth bucket seats. Now, you do have power windows, your cruise control switch in the center console, and then you also have your rear defrost. Wanted to show you the original T-top bags. T-tops in them, strapped in. Those are the glass smoke T-tops. You're going to be able to see still pictures with this car both ways. So in the still pictures, T-tops in, T-tops out. Those struts are in good shape, let me tell you that. And let's listen. Car sounds good. You can hear that AC compressor kick on and off. AC is working. Let me pause this a second. I'm going to flip that AC off. I'm going to get the hood open. We're going to check out this engine bay. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, Jason's going to take this car for a drive, show you how it goes down the road. There's a look at the underside of the hood, hood liner. And that 5-liter V8. Again, power steering, power brakes, AC. Numbers matching. And you're going to be able to see that in the still pictures also. You'll see a close-up of the data plate in the still pictures. Pretty stock-looking engine bay. And it's been left alone. We still have smog pump down there, as you can see. Again, 2-owner car, clean Carfax, original miles. If you were a kid like me and got your driver's license in the 80s, graduated in the 80s, cool car. I may not be a big Camaro fan, but I really like this one. Check out those still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. Number to call, 507-386-1726. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation. And this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. Sorry about that. I want to make this just a tad longer. You never really got to hear it with the idle down since that was a cold start. So before I take this off the pad, I just flipped the throttle so that idle would go down. You probably want to hear it idle down. Nice deep throaty exhaust note on that one. There you go. I didn't want you to only be able to hear it with that high idle since it was cold. Choke on. There it is. Stick around, Jason will take it for a drive.
Hey, it's George from Motorhood Podcast at Unique Classic Cars.
Hey, and this is Jeremy, and we're here to tell you where you can find our podcast. So first off, on all the Audible platforms, including Spotify, iHeart, etc., and also right here on the YouTube channel where you can find all of our episodes,
as well as the rest of our shenanigans.
A few other fun things that we'll do.
And when in doubt,
gas it.
Welcome to Motorhood.
Today we're driving a 1985 Chevrolet Camaro Berlinetta. Now this Berlinetta is V8 powered, T-tops. We've got power windows, we're loaded up. And Berlinetta, that's a little less common for a Berlinetta. Other things that are less common on this car, the blinker switch is a tilt push button over here, not attached to the column. A radio that swivels on a pedestal. A lot of unique features in this car. This is an automatic right here on the center console, so it's easy to drive. You have a digital dash. If that's flickering at all, that's just our camera's frame rate, not the car itself. The car itself is looking great. We're showing approximately less than 35,000 miles on this practically like new looking 85 Camaro. Tachometer is just great. Let me hit the gas here for you. It rises straight up and down. Really, it reminds me of say at the fair when you take the giant hammer and make the bell ring at the top. But you may not want to do that. That's 7,000 RPM in this car. Great running Camaro. The only thing I don't see moving is the temperature gauge is sitting at 100. The volts are charging as they should at 14 volts. The fuel gauge is about a quarter of the tank. And the oil pressure is between 40 and 50 psi. Looking good. Those are needle gauges, whereas the speedometer and tachometer are digital. Wipers work on this car. The heater is blowing on my feet today as it's a cool day in Minnesota. As you can see, the weather does change in Minnesota, but we do wash our cars so we can do these drive videos for you, and it's cold and dry out there today. The color combo on this car, another very different feature, that nice rich brown, I guess you'd call it, a reddish brown, maybe like a red dirt road almost. On the headliner, on the seats, the floor, and the doors, blended with that black, looking really good. Brakes are working as they should. This car corners very nicely. It really feels like a new Camaro. You want to take a look at all the pictures of this car over at uniqueclassiccars.com.